Hey! Today I will tell you about the best service, best website builders. After testing a huge number of website builders, I found the best option that worked perfectly for me. I have been making over $35,000 a month using this service and have been using it for 7 years now. In this short video, I will reveal to you 7 very useful secrets that few people know about, but which make it truly the best in the best website builders category. It's about Wix. I will leave the link to the official website under this video. Let's not waste time and get started.
It seems to me that everyone knows this web builder. This aggregate, you cannot call it otherwise, is very convenient and suitable for everyone. I call it aggregate because he is very famous and popular. Why don't you? Let's go to the review so that you yourself will understand everything. Wix is a super popular website builder that is best suited for creating various types of business card sites. Design complex and functional, a portfolio, a business site, a promo page, or a landing page. Blogs are very successful. They are easy to do, convenient to maintain. The e-commerce component is also well developed, especially taking into account applications and branded know-how like Wix Corvid. The scope of Wix can be characterized by 3 factors: sites with a small number of pages, since each design needs to be formed manually. Blogs, forums, storefronts, and other dynamically expanding page types don't make your website more difficult. Only the volume of static pages affects, such as contacts, benefits, terms of cooperation, company histories, production, and others. The need for deep and fine-tuning of the design, as well as the introduction of a large number of small functional elements. The Wix App Store contains a rich assortment of additional functionality, in fact, modules if taken by analogy with other systems. Several categories of useful applications, more than 250 titles in total, will help you achieve almost any reasonable goal. Ideal for creating small and medium-sized websites with complex design and functionality. This constructor can be simple, superficial if necessary. They take a ready-made template, replace the demo content, adjust the colors, and got a website. With the same success, it can be used to construct arbitrarily complex pages with a bunch of details, animations, effects, forms of collecting and packing information into databases, interactive elements, pop-up authorization windows for various stages of access to information, all sorts of polls, tabs, columns, etc. Wix can be used both for creating the first website or training ground and as a commercial tool for developing complex and beautiful client sites. It is a good first builder and a good tool to help an experienced designer. The system is built in such a way that it allows for easy expansion of design capabilities, and even create your own which are not in the stock delivery. Wix is available for mastering the average PC user. Who will definitely be interested in Wix? Small and medium business entrepreneurs, artists, designers, makeup artists, musicians, stylists, writers, journalists, bloggers, fashion designers, everyone whose activities are related to creativity and self-realization. The service is capable of inspiring with its appearance, helping to implement ideas that are tricky from a technical or design point of view. A basic rich constructor with wide additional possibilities for scaling functionality in breadth and depth. You can master Wix in 2 days and in fluent mode in 20 minutes. This is the #1 candidate in the queue when getting acquainted with WYSIWYX services. Functionality. The total capabilities of Wix consist of editor functionality, general settings, control panel, installed third-party applications and options that you can implement on your site yourself using the Wix Corvid tool. Any section of the editor contains tips for working with it. Hovering over the I circle will display a short explanation and link to the full FAQ on the topic. Absolutely all options and widgets are provided with explanations. Just in some, you need to click the question mark to invoke a pop-up window with instructions. You can also go directly to the support center, a knowledge base in Wix with the ability to search for answers to your request. Going through the categories of the knowledge base with your eyes, you can get an idea of the constructor's capabilities. The names of the FAQ sections clearly list the functionality. Structure of the Wix site design editor. editor. The core of the functionality is defined by a sidebar with several sections of options and functions. Menus and pages. List of all static pages on the site and associated menu items. When adding a page, a menu item will be automatically added, which can be dragged and dropped where needed or made a sub-item of another menu item. Nesting up to 2 levels is supported. You can create new pages, links in the menu to anchor, web address, mail, phone number, document or promo box, and set the script for opening them in the current or new window. You can also add dynamic pages to your site that will pull content as it is updated from the cloud or a database you create in Wix Corvid. For each page, you can assign visibility and adjust SEO, duplicate, make the main page, set the general layout, access rules, or convert to a dynamic page. Background. Here you can choose a background for your site in the form of a picture, downloaded or stock from Wix, color, or even a video. The latter can turn your site into a very bright and memorable site. Any video clip can be downloaded. You can activate the parallax effect to give the site visual depth when scrolling due to the difference in the speed of movement of objects located at different distances. Add. An extensive collection of the types of elements that can be added to the page. It includes text, selection of ready-made text, heading styles, work with the text editor. Database, adding content to cloud databases, connecting data sources for regular and dynamic pages. Photos, upload your own, use collection of images from Wix, stock photos, clip art, or export them from social networks. Lists and tables, adding designer lists and tables to the site, about 30 template options. How to use the Wix Visual Editor. The Visual WYSIWYG Editor, what you see is what you get, supports the drag and drop function, that is, the ability to drag widgets by pulling the drag tab on their top border. By narrowing or expanding the dotted lines at the boundaries of objects, you can change their size with the mouse. When you select any element or block on the page, icons will appear leading to settings and quick actions on the object. Usually we are talking about setting up a design, connecting a database, choosing a layout, displayed elements and their parameters. For example, for a gallery, you can select and sort a photo, for a video, add a link to a video, or select an uploaded one from the library and assign playback rules. Everything is contextual, always logical and appropriate. Wix is the best and most promising website builder in the visual editor solutions niche. From a technical and design point of view, its developers set themselves and solved several difficult tasks. We made an interface that is comfortable to work with despite a million functions. Go beyond the limitations of a WYSIWYG editor by implementing Wix Corvid. We created an effective ecosystem for doing business on the web, combining specialized tools under the Wix Ascend label. We have introduced the artificial intelligence Wix ADI, which after a while will build us sites that require almost no edits. We made the App Store an integral part of the interface and functionality that you want to use. We have organized comfortable conditions for developers of client sites and professional designers. Wix is a versatile machine for building a variety of websites. Thanks to high-quality applications and a flexible editor, the functional scope is very wide, and given the potential of Wix Corvid, they particularly disappear. Using HTML and JavaScript is possible, but completely optional. Moderately simple, bright designer with a bunch of useful and in some places even surprising by the standards of a niche opportunities. In direct comparison, it has no analogs in the terms of functionality.